Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk to you about some skincare tips. Everybody's always asking me, what should I do for my skin? How should I look after my skin? And then equally, lots of people don't believe they need to do anything, that the skin kind of renews itself, it moisturizes itself, and therefore people are very happy to argue that they don't need to do anything. And I always say, do whatever suits you, do whatever you feel is right for you. People have different types of skin: dry skin, dehydrated skin, oily skin, and within that range people suffer from different concerns. So some people have acne, some people have blackheads, open pores, oily skin, and some people have flaky skin. So you have to do what's right for you. The skin is our largest organ, and so therefore we should look after it. I mean, some people, I think, spend more on their car than they do on their skin, and yet the skin is, covers our whole body, and we really have to look after it. So just thinking about our face at the moment, and what I would do as part of a regular routine. So the skin renews itself when we're younger about every 28 days. So the skin cells are renewing constantly, and as we get older that whole process slows down. So my skin cells may take up to 60 days to renew, which means the older dead skin cells are lingering around on the surface longer. My skin may look a little bit duller than it did when I was younger. Well, of course it does, and like everything slows down. So what we aim to do when we get older, well certainly I do, is actually speed that process up. I want my newer, plumper skin cells to come through to the front, and I want all the old dead skin cells to slough away quicker than they do now. So you can do that in many ways. You can use an exfoliator, you can use a peel, you can use a mask, a simple mask, and that's what I'm going to do today. So when you've done your daily routine or your evening routine, which is cleanse and tone and moisturize, before you put your moisturizer on, you can use a mask, and you can use things around the house. So most of you might know that I do use quite an expensive skincare range, but you don't always have to do that. You don't always have to resort to the most expensive skincare product. You can use items that you find around the house, usually food items, that you can mix together to create a mask, and that's what I'm going to do today. So we're going to do an oatmeal and honey mask, and I'm going to tell you why we're using those ingredients. So oatmeal or rolled oats, and I've only got the large type, and you can grind those a little bit finer in a coffee grinder, but I'm just going to use these, and I'm going to just put 2 or 3 teaspoons, because I'm only going to make a small amount of mask today. I'm just going to demonstrate, how I do that. And then I add to my rolled oats some yogurt, some Greek yogurt that's been strained. And yogurt is, well, I'm sure you all know that when you eat yogurt, it's a good balance for bacteria in your system. Well, likewise, it's going to act as such on the skin. So it's fermented milk, and in that fermentation process, a product called lactic acid is produced, and that's what's in the yogurt. So I'm going to mix my yogurt with my rolled oats. I just want to make sure that I've got enough of both. And what the yogurt will do is it'll balance the skin out. It's got a lower PhD, sorry. I'm not going to re-record this, so I'll have to leave that in. pH balance of the skin. So it'll take it a bit lower because it's acidic, but that acid will act as an exfoliator. Now in yogurt, it's only got a very small amount, but in some products that you buy, which claim to have AHA acids in them, they equally have a low amount. So there is nothing wrong with just using yogurt, even though it might have a little, minimal amount of lactic acid in it. But it will act as an exfoliator, a gentle exfoliator, or a gentle peel. So you mix that together. The oats are also full of omega fatty acids, and that will help to hydrate the skin. And then we're going to add some honey. So here's my honey. And sometimes if you leave honey a long time and you haven't used it for a while, it becomes a little bit granulated, like the sugar in it has returned. So I've melted it a little bit, but actually the granules in the honey will act as an exfoliator as well. So it's going to have a dual purpose. Honey is antibacterial, so it's very good if you have blemishes. It's going to help to heal them, especially if the skin is broken in any way. And I'll just add that and mix it up. Talking and doing action at the same time is not one of my fortes. And it also will help to hydrate the skin. So it's going to, the whole mask mixed together will have a moisturizing effect, as well as a deep cleanse, an exfoliator and a mask. So how many things, you know, do you need out of your mask? Well, you're certainly getting it all in this. So this is what it looks like. I mean, you may feel you want to eat this for breakfast. And then you can use a mask brush, but this is quite a thick mask, so I'm going to use it with my fingers. I'll just put a small amount, and I'm just going to apply this on my skin. And as you gently, using upward circular motions, this is also acting as an exfoliator. So apply to the skin. Oh, it's in my hair now. This is very attractive, I must say. Well, as you know, putting on a mask isn't very attractive, is it? But if you just use circular motion, and you can see all the granules of the oats, and I can feel the granules of the honey. So you apply. Yes, that doesn't look attractive. It looks like I've been eating my breakfast and it's gone all over my face. And then you would leave that on for 5 to 10 minutes, even 15 minutes. You would wait for it to dry. And what that's doing is softening the skin. It's working its benefit on the skin. And that's what masks do. So you would do it after cleansing. I would do it in the evening. I wouldn't normally do this in the day before I go out. So do it of an evening after you've cleansed and then toned, and then apply your mask. So you leave it, and then let's pretend that I've now had it on for my 10 or 15 minutes. And what I always do, I find the easiest way to do this, is to use a hot wet mitt. So I've got one here ready. And when I do facials in my salon, I have hot wet mitts to remove all of the products, because it's the easiest way and the most thorough way. They call this terry toweling in America, or we call it flannel or towel. Hot wet mitt, and this will remove all of the honey, because you don't want that sticking to your face. And use upward strokes and then across. Make sure you've removed it from all around the nose. And if you have any open pores around the nose, that will have given it a fantastic deep cleanse. Then use your facial towel just to pat dry. And always make sure if you've exfoliated or used a mask with exfoliating beads, make sure there's none left on the skin, because you now want to apply your moisturizer. And before that, I'm just going to apply my toner or my facial mist, which is refreshing as well. Today is a very hot day, so a nice cooling facial mist. This is the Queen of Hungary mist, which everybody knows I use, by Omorovicza. And I keep this in the fridge, so it's beautiful and cooling. And then you just spray this. We used to use this in the office when I worked at Omorovicza. We all had one on our desk. It was amazing. And then once that's settled on the skin, you can apply your moisturizer. So in the night, this would be your night cream. And night creams are different to day creams, and some of you may want to know why, but I'll do another session on that. Because at night your skin is all about repair, rest and repair, like the body. The cells are renewing. So you want to use a night cream with ingredients in it that are going to help repair the damage that the skin undergoes in a day. But in the daytime, you want to apply a moisturizer that's going to hydrate, moisturize, and also protect. So I'm going out in the sun today, so always make sure that you have SPF, or you apply SPF to stop your skin from further damage and burning, of course, because the sun is going to be quite strong. So that's my little skincare tutorial for today, how to make your own mask. So enjoy, and please, if you have any questions, subscribe to my YouTube channel and post your questions underneath, and I'll be posting more skincare videos in the future. Okay, see you soon. Bye.